Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a new beer from Stone. This is Patio Magic Double IPA. Um, yeah, cool. Don't really like the color on this. I don't know about you guys, but it really has this kind of like Christmassy kind of theme though, even though this was canned in February. Yeah, February. Wow, this is double fresh. Holy camoles. How did they get it here so fresh? See, I wish they did this. I picked this up about last week. That means this hit the shelf. Today's like this. This hit the shelf like a weekend. Yeah, this hit the shelf about like 10 days from canning. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. That's cool news. Enjoy by is 4 months away, so pretty good. So this is dumb fresh. I mean, I'm reviewing this like 2 weeks in, and this arrived like wow, wow, pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyway, this is a really cool product. This is a double IPA, 8.8%. It is white grape skins and sweet orange peel. What really the product is Phantasm. So Phantasm, if you haven't heard, or I guess if you're not a brewer, like a beer geek that listens to, the up and coming cool trends and hops and all that fun stuff. Phantasm is actually a spent white grape skin product. After the production of Sauvignon Blanc, specifically from New Zealand, they have all these like grape skins, and I guess like a use for them is to make this kind of like, I believe it's a powdered product, where the grape skins still carry a lot of flavor compounds, including thiols, that we're all itching for. Thiolized yeast, thiol heavy hops, thiol this, thiol that. Everybody's looking for thiols, which are some of the aromatic compounds that are sort of like really expressed in the new hops, specifically talking about Southern Hemisphere, South African, Australian, New Zealand hops. Everybody's trying to get more thiols in their beer. So this Phantasm product sort of helps emphasize these flavor characteristics that are in Sauvignon Blanc, which is thiol heavy, but we're also now trying to use thiols into beer too. So we use the thiols with hops, but also we can use grape skins as well, right? So we're getting more thiols in the beer. So there you go, New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc grape skins. The hops in here are Mosaic, Southern Aroma, which is South African, and then HBC 843. So a specific new hop variety. Sweet orange peel in here too. Here's why that is. Curious. So see how this kind of turns out. Oh yeah, it's a little bit hazy. Beer comes in a solid kind of like deep. You know, it reminds me of the Enjoy by Hazy. It has this kind of like orangey hue to it, as if like something was added. It has this like very rich sunset orange thing. I don't know what kind of malt they're using that's like pushing this kind of like a little bit of. This is definitely hazier, by the way, than the hazy Enjoy by. It has a medium plus a full on haze, and just has this rich, like almost like blood orange kind of thing, but just a really enriched kind of orangey tone to it. But yeah, nice kind of deep gold color, wonderful white head. Oh yeah, I mean, I smell those grape skins. It's not as prominent and expressive as some other beers, but yeah, I mean, it smells like Sauvignon Blanc. You get this mustiness too. It's a little bit stinky, a little bit cappy, but it's really sweet, white, great skin. Sauvignon Blanc, white peaches, guava, a little bit light malt in there, lychee. Cheers. Oh yeah, falls on the palate. Wow. Okay. So they made a big beer along with it, and you sort of get a big beer behind it too. So it reminds me a little bit of the Enjoy by. I wouldn't be surprised if the recipes were relatively similar in the malt bill. It's a big dry. It's a little bit hazy, but it's a big beer. The hops are not as definitely as bitter as the Enjoy by. Definitely not as bitter. Nice rounded, kind of like a little bit of like whatever extra malt they're using, along with just their base malt, is really nice. I like where the Enjoy by and this have this kind of like center extra malt character. So on the palate, white peaches, lychee, a little bit of like Sauvignon Blanc, really nice kind of not as bright tone as I get sometimes from Sauvignon Blanc, and these style heavy characteristics is not as like ripping. Sometimes it's really cappy and bright and really light. Here it's a little bit more concentrated, a little bit more ripe. Definitely peachy, a little bit of like cantaloupe melon there. Really quite taste the sweet orange peel, but The beer then hits with really nice medium to medium plus bitterness in the middle. I like that chewy center. It almost has this kind of like um, candied sweetness to it that really plays this malt characteristic that plays with the bitterness and that nice juxtaposition with this really nice kind of bright fruits up front. Mm. I think the mosaic plays really nicely with the Phantasm product. Yeah, and it has this nice kind of like you're not gonna like it if you don't like soapy. There is a bitterness here that is a little bit floral, a little bit potpourri. It does express a little bit rosy and a little bit floral, quite floral. So it does have a little bit of this kind of like soapy thing to it. I think hops and water chemistry can sort of do that sometimes, or it's just a hop combination that they're using. So you get a little bit soapy here, but not too bad. I like the bitterness. It's nice. I mean, for me, they could have really made a really very lean beer, a smaller beer, something a little less malt forward, and then really express the clear vision of like Phantasm and Thiles, and really pushed it super wine forward, right? Almost like brewed IPA. Instead, they've done the stone thing, and then integrated Phantasm into, which I like. It's not overly Phantasmy, it's not overly Thial-y. It plays with the mosaic quite well. Full blind, you would have guessed maybe there's Nelson here. You would have completely have guessed it's like had to be Phantasm here. I definitely get a Southern Hemisphere thing going on. It also has just a little, because of the thiol heavy characteristics, it does sing a little bit New Englandy, but then it also, as I wait more, it gets diesely. So I'm gonna scratch that like floral thing. The floral thing is definitely there, but then it also gets earthy and diesely. So now it also like reminds you a little bit of Pacific Northwest. It has this dankness, a base character, an earthiness, a kind of brown flavor to it, right? A brown color flavor spectrum where it's like diesely and dank and earthy. So it's really playing all over the place, right? Like ripe, fruity, phantasmy, um, peachy, white grape skin kind of thing, earthy, Pacific Northwest. Really nice kind of heart in the middle with that kind of like sweet, um, candy sweet malt in the middle. It just tastes like Stone. Like Stone has that kind of like little bit of like just juicy malt right in the middle. Really nice. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I want to say I definitely enjoyed the enjoy by a little bit more, but this is darn good. This gets a solid 95. Patio Magic, really tasty stuff. I'd like the complexity here. Wow, Stone's crushing it. Despite the buyout, this is A plus product. Honestly, though, I still wish I wish the like it's not a very fun label. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they could have done more. I don't really like the flavor, the color, but then also like they're accentuating like oranges. But I feel like oranges are not the story here. It's the Phantasm product. You know, I would draw pictures like grapes and all. I don't know. I would have figured something else out. But you guys post the comments below. Whatever you think. Cheers. That's N95 later.